Hey, good morning. Today's Saturday. I'm coming into work on Saturday because I've got a dash I got to take out. I just thought I'd bring you guys along to see what it was like for me on a day of work. It's light day, so it's not quite the same as normal. But anyway, let me just show you around here. I'm going to be taking the dash out of this car. It's actually a brand new car. There was an issue that I needed to get into behind the dash, and I've already started, so I did some stuff last night. There's where the glove box used to be. Here's like this center console, or center, and then here's the floor center console. Here's the floor console here. The stick shift I wrap with a shop towel so it doesn't scratch anything. And there's where the floor console goes. And back here behind the steering wheel is the where the instrument cluster is. Down here's the kick plate. So anyway, I'll just take you along while I disassemble this. What I'm doing now is I'm getting ready to take the cowl off the steering column so that I can get to the bolts and lower the steering column so that it's out of the way. I'll get right back to you. Alright, I've removed the cowl. Now I've exposed the steering columns right in here. And so now, by taking a couple of nuts off here, there's one right back here, and then there's a couple of bolts way back there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop her down. So I'm not going to take the bolts all the way out in the back. I'm going to take these two nuts out here. There's one, there's where my finger is right there. I can zoom in on it. Let's see here. Right there's one, and then over here there's the other one. I'll zoom right in on it. That one right there, that nut, and then straight back from there there's two bolts that hold everything else in. Oops, sorry about that. And so I'm going to be doing that, dropping that down, and then I'll be ready to pull the steering column out. All the wiring's unhooked, as you can see. There's wiring here, lots of wiring, and there's probably 100 different fasteners involved, different screws and bolts, nuts, and everything that you got to keep track, because some of them have different classifications or hardness values, so you got to keep that straight too. All right, get back to you. Okay, here's a view up under the dash. And what I have to loosen, let's see if I can point it out to you, is right here. There's one there. Get my finger out of the way. There. And then there's another one back on the other side of this. So you can see a bolt hiding right there. See it? Right there. I got to take those out. I'm just going to loosen them. They're long. I'm going to loosen them to drop this. This is the steering column right here. This is the steering column. I got this camera at a weird angle, so it's hard for me to see what I'm pointing at. Here's the steering column. This is the intermediate shaft, universal joint, and then it comes up in here. Okay. And then over, this is the turn signal, so now you can recognize what it is. There's a steering wheel. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll be back to you. You can see the steering column used to be way up here, and now it's down here. Okay, so that's enough clearance for me to get this whole dash out. So now I got to unhook one more wire, and I'll be ready to pull the dash. So anyway, there's a tour through my toolbox. I need to get an inventory anyway, so I just thought I'd kill two birds with one stone. I know my motorhead and small engine buddies always want to know what's inside your toolbox and what kind of tools you use for stuff. It might be boring for the other people, but anyway, you got to take the good with the bad. I'll talk to you later. I'm just getting ready to pull the dash right now. Let's walk over and I'll take a look at it. Alright. As you can see now, the dash is loose and ready to come out. I'm going to pull it right now, and then we'll get back to you. Alright, here's what the inside of the dash looks like, or behind the dash. Let's see if we can pan over. There's the windshield. The windshield's there, and then that's the area where the glove box would be. And you can see all the wires sticking out. This plastic, this part right here, this is part of the AC ductwork. Those are ductwork vents right there. And then more wires. This is the fuse box that's inside the car. There's several fuse boxes on cars now. There's always one or two or more in the engine compartment, and there's one or two inside now. These are getting more and more complicated. You can see all the wiring down in there, and same thing goes over here. Let me see if I can take a little picture of that light over there. Bear with me, I'm trying to get this angle right so you can see it. Right. All the wiring in there. Let me get this brake pedal out, or the power. Emergency brake. Emergency brake out of the way. There's all the wiring down there. So there's lots of wiring in cars nowadays. And they're doing things to eliminate the wiring. One of the ways of what they're doing to eliminate some of the wiring has been to have what they call a CAN system, which is car area network, or I think it's car area network. No, controller area network. Controller area network. And that alleviates about 40% of the wires probably, and all the computers are daisy chained together. So it's like, what it is a mini local area network, like you have in like a business or a little community. But they're called controller area networks, and they're for a car. So anyway, we got this dash out. I'll show you where the dash is over here. I'll zoom into it. That's right. There, we got it right there. We got it upside down on a pad so it doesn't get scratched. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I'll get back to you later. These are my sockets. And those are torque wrenches back there. Giant pry bar, and then I have a huge 3-foot half-inch drive breaker bar. Okay, specialty sockets here. There's like Torx Plus, Allen, and spline. Internal Torx also. Wrenches. This is a wrench drawer. Flare end wrenches, metric. Flare end wrenches, SAE standard. And then this is standard over here. Metric. And those are adjustable. A screwdriver drawer. Torx over here. Picks and little tiny screwdrivers. Some screwdrivers here, Phillips, and these are positive drive, these gray ones. Giant picks, long handle screwdrivers. And there's a bit sets, a little right angle set, and pliers. Those are longer, they're all the same. These are long reach needle nose, 45 degree. This is a duckbill straight, small straight, and then this is a 90 degree right here. And lock ring pliers. These are channel locks. Those back there are real long, extra long ones. And there's spark plug. These three right here are hose pliers. We're grabbing a hose, pry bars, and chisels and punches. There's a lockout set in case you lock yourself out of your car. I can get in. And, let's see, hammers. This is my hammer drawer. All different sizes of hammers. Go up here. This is 3/8. And these are air tools.